right. So just remember, bro. There's no right or wrong answer. Just to get your opinion and some thought-provoking questions, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, I'm Brian, and I'm here with Mohammed.
Mohammed, yeah.
Cool, pleasure. Thanks for your time today, bro.
Thank you so much.
So I just want to know, have you heard of the Yulin Dog Meat Festival in China?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your opinion on that?
I think it's pretty cool. Like the idea is pretty much cool. Like I heard some of my friends told me about it, but I couldn't see it by myself. But they told me it's a good thing. Like the idea, they explained me the idea was pretty good.
So you think the Yulin Dog Meat Festival is cool? Was it?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So would you eat dog meat yourself?
I think no. Yeah, it's hard to accept the idea like the first time, or you have to maybe get familiar to it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's not like directly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel you wouldn't eat it because maybe if you had like a pet dog before or something, or?
Actually, dogs are not like the sheep or chickens, or they have different meats. They have different psychology of their bodies. So I think the idea is good, but I will not try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the festival that stands out to you that you think's good?
I don't know. Maybe it has some benefits, but
Yeah.
don't know exactly.
So
yeah.
you think like a cultural thing or something?
Yeah, I think it's a cultural, more
Okay,
cultural.
cool.
Yeah.
So you yourself, you think it's a cool idea, but you personally wouldn't eat dogs?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you eat meat? Any other animals or anything, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
For sure.
Yeah, like pigs, cows, sheep,
Cows, sheep, even camels.
even camels too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Horses?
so popular, yeah. No, horses now.
That-
Camels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too popular in Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi Arabia, I thought so. Oh, okay. So why not horses? If you would you eat a horse?
No. For me, it's like the dog. It's it's not something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel like you've got a connection with dogs or horses or something?
Yeah.
So
Even horses.
if you saw like a cow in a paddock,
Mhm.
would you want to pat it, or would you think, I'm hungry?
Actually, I can pat it. Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, I can pat it.
Your first thought would be to pat it. Hey, you wouldn't be like, can't wait to kill this cow and eat it.
Yeah, it's not not bad idea.
Yeah.
But horses and dogs, I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah, they're beautiful animals. Hey.
they're beautiful animals.
Yeah. And they're really intelligent.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
They haven't created to eat, something. Yeah, they maybe help people. For example, horses, to ride the horses, and maybe the old people, they use the horse as a cars now, but it's not allowed to eat them.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea.
'Cause they've helped humanity.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Have you ever killed an animal yourself?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
How come?
Even a fly, because I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of feel bad doing it if you
Yeah.
didn't need to.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
Yeah. So
If I have like a purpose for maybe to eat that
Yeah.
animal or something, I would kill. But
yeah, that makes sense. Like, 'cause it's a necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like survival or something like
Yep.
that. Yeah. So, what's your opinion on people who like live in countries where there's a whole heap of animal flesh, like meat, that they could eat, but they've also got a lot of other things they could eat, like different heaps of different fruits, like mangoes and watermelon and pineapple, and vegetables like broccoli and potatoes and other different foods they could eat. So like, do you think those people who live in countries of privilege, do you think they have the right to kill and eat an animal when they don't have to, when it's not a necessity anymore?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. They don't have to eat to
Yeah.
kill animals or something. They have like different kind of food,
Yeah.
so they can use it.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. We need the animals to help us in this
Yeah.
nature, the life.
Yeah. So would you say, like, if they've got an option, because, you know, like, I guess those animals are being killed because people are paying for it to happen. So people in, like, first world countries like Australia, when they've got an option to eat something that's not an animal, would you think it's kind of unethical for them to eat an animal if they don't need to?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, probably a little bit wrong because they don't need to. So that their cow or their pig or whatever died.
Or whatever. It's an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe, like, in China, it might, with the Yulin Dog Meat Festival, might be a similar situation because that only happens like once a year, as far as I know, for a certain period of time. But they've got lots of other options as well, like fruits and vegetables and stuff. So would that sort of make the Yulin Dog Meat Festival if they're harvesting stray dogs and stuff like that and killing them?
I think they can replace it with maybe vegetables or something.
Yeah.
But we have to respect their culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like, it's really important to respect cultures. Like, in terms of ethics, right, do you think a culture that's been done a certain way for hundreds of thousands of years, could it be possible for that to change if that culture is causing harm? Like, still there, but they just alter it slightly.
It's hard to change, I think.
Yeah.
So it's hard to change.
But would you say it's worth it if people agreed?
If the people agree, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
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 They can make something different and improve that, like improve the idea. Stop killing that animal because of something in purpose.
Yeah.
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 That's very good.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. So you eat things like steak?
Yes.
Yeah. So so that obviously that was an animal that got killed for that steak.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that animal died?
I think. Could you repeat that question, please?
So the last thing. So when you ate steak last, or something like that.
Yeah.
So when you ate steak,
Yeah.
why do you think that animal on your plate died?
So, some animals, they, God has created them like for a purpose to let the people eat them, or some like the sheep or
Yeah.
maybe chickens, maybe fishes. So it's about the animal. We, for example, when you eat steak of lamb or beef, you think about the animal
Yeah.
which came from
Yeah.
the steak. So that doesn't make, I think, the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's dog or something, that would be.
So, like, with God, like, so he created heaps of animals and put them in the forests and fields and meadows and mountains, right?
Yeah.
But did he breed those animals and put them into factory farms?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So would you agree that those animals aren't there because of God, but because of people?
Yeah, they have to live their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because I wouldn't say that I'm religious personally, but I do believe that every God is deemed to be loving.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think a loving God would supply humanity with a plethora of fruits and vegetables, but then want us to kill animals that were raised in captivity?
Yeah, I think so. If someone believes in God, or he wouldn't kill an animal for like unnecessary person.
Yeah.
Or unnecessary. So that's, I think the vegetables are the good solution for the people who are maybe religions or they're not. So yeah, it makes the balance.
Yeah. So you think, but in your opinion, would you think that God would not want us to kill animals for pleasure when we don't have to?
Not for pleasure. It's not acceptable with people.
Yeah.
Among people.
Mhm.
And you can think about God. It's
Yeah.
absolutely not acceptable.
Did you know that over 90% of the animals on Earth are actually farm animals?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And they're only there because humanity has bred them into existence.
Oh, that is going to end the world, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why do you think that would cause us to lose nature?
Sorry?
Why do you think that would affect nature?
Because the circle of life, animals are like important part of that circle.
Yeah.
So if we kill that animals, we're gonna lose a lot of this life. Yeah. A lot of the nature.
Yeah.
Specifically.
So there's studies that have come out and they've linked animal agriculture on a global scale to be the #1 cause of deforestation and habitat destruction. So you're absolutely right with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right with that. Yeah, for sure.
Also, what's next? Actually, can I ask you a question? Doesn't have, obviously, like I said, nothing has to be right or wrong, it's just your opinion, but how many animals do you think we kill around the world every year for food? For food. Just a random number, what you?
Maybe more than 5,000, maybe billion something.
Yeah.
Because people eat all the time. Yeah.
So the figures we have at the moment is around the world every year we kill 70 billion land animals.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a huge number.
Yeah. Guess how many marine animals we kill?
Over 1 billion.
2.7 trillion.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And nearly all of them are straight from the ocean. Only 120 billion of them are farmed fish. The rest of them, so over 2.5 trillion of them, are wild marine animals. Killing fish at bycatch, like dolphins and turtles and stuff. They get caught in those giant nets. And statistically, we are going to have fishless oceans in less than 30 years because of the fishing industry.
We will lose a lot of this. If we keep doing this, we're going to lose everything. Like,
absolutely.
The beautiful of nature, it's going to die as well.
So, do you think? Because I'm guessing you're pretty smart. You're a student. You've travelled from Saudi Arabia to study in Australia, so you're pretty switched on to what you can and can't do and what's available to you and where to go. What do you think you could do to reduce the impact of these massive deaths on animals and the effect it's having on our planet?
I think governments have to put a limit for maybe hunting animals or something. So that might be a good solution for the nature, for the people, even for the animals.
Do you feel like you yourself need to eat animal products to survive?
No.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, would you call yourself an animal lover?
I think yeah.
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 Yeah. So knowing some things you might not have known before, but you do now. Do you think? The question: what's worth more to you when you know you've got alternatives that are worth looking into, and if you don't have to kill an animal to survive anymore, what's worth more to you? Your taste buds, or the animal's life?
The animal's life. Yeah. Absolutely, the animal's life.
Yeah.
So, I have different other solutions I can go with, so I can survive the animal. Yeah.
Because I'm guessing like when we go to the shop and we put money into a product, say if we go to Woolworths or Coles, right, we can walk over to the butcher section and put money into a product which is the result of an animal being killed, or we can simply move our hand over to the fruit and vegetable section or the vegan section or something like that and grab something else and potentially save an animal's life.
I can grab something else if I can survive the animal. So I can go with vegetables, everything.
Fruits.
We have like many solutions of that.
There's tens of thousands of fruits and vegetables around the world of options we can eat compared to what meat, dairy, and eggs. You know.
Yeah, we have like more options to avoid that killing animal or something. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, do you think you would consider not eating animal products anymore after this conversation?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah?
I'll try my best. I'll try my best.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the numbers you got me, it's absolutely shocked me.
Yeah. Because do you think it would be a good feeling to know that each day you lived your life, no animal died to keep you alive?
Yeah, I think so. We have to have that care of animals and keep them alive because they give us the balance of the life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if we're not overbreeding them for the food that we don't need, then the natural balance would probably go back to normal. It wouldn't be 90% farm animals. It'd probably even out and be a bit more kinder to the planet.
Yeah, the normal it's the best solution.
Yeah.
The normal, yeah.
Yeah. Just a couple more questions, and then I'll let you go. Have you heard of the term veganism before?
No.
So vegan, it's like vegetarian, but vegans choose not to eat anything that comes from an animal being exploited for their flesh, their milk, their eggs, things like that. Because even for dairy milk and eggs, animals are still killed. Like in Australia, for example, we kill over 700,000 bobby calves, male cows, babies, every single year. Just Australia. That's because of the dairy industry, because the baby boys can't produce milk. In the egg industry, we actually, when we're sorting out the new egg laying chickens, half of them are going to be boys. And how many eggs do boy chickens lay?
I think it's not.
Yeah. So they're considered a waste product. Those baby chicks, they get dropped onto a conveyor belt, and that feeds down into a giant macerator, and they get blended alive on the first day of their life, and that's because of the egg industry. Yeah. And would you like your money to go towards that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So that's why people really encourage veganism, because a lot of people don't know about those things that are happening, and a lot of people respect animals, and they don't think that animals should be killed when they don't need to be. Yeah. So do you think now, after chatting to me, would you look into veganism more and ways to live without hurting animals?
Yeah, I like the idea.
You like the idea?
I like the idea.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Really good.
So you think you'd give vegan a go?
Yeah,
Cool.
for sure.
Awesome, man. Cool. Thanks, Mohammed. Really appreciate your time today.
Thank
Hey?
you so much. You're welcome, and I was happy with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I can give you a brochure with some information if you want to have a read.
If you want.
So you get a Woolworths and Coles match?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the back here, right, that's all vegan. So Oreos, there's no milk.
Oh.
Most of it, just read the ingredients about 90% of the Oreo flavors are vegan. Vegan cheese, vegan ice cream, no milk, no eggs.
Oh, that can
So that'd be healthier for you too, 'cause
Yeah.
there's no milk or eggs in it, you know?
can help me in my diet.
So yeah, like, you can enjoy all these yummy foods and an animal doesn't get killed.
It's good. You know, one of
Vegan
my
foods.
friends works in this company.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And that's vegan?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And look at this stuff, vegan burgers and stuff, all these different dishes. Vegan hot dogs. So they got sausages, right? They taste like sausages,
Yeah,
but there's no
I
meat.
didn't know about that. Yeah,
How cool
that's,
is that?
That's cool.
So you can you know, I'm not saying it's healthy,
Yeah.
but no animal died for it. And it's no worse than eating animal products that got saturated fat and cholesterol and oils and stuff in them already, you know? So this is going to be way
cool,
better for
yeah.
you and better for the animals and better for the planet. And
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
So I'll just show you a couple of pages on the front. So remember how I was talking about the baby chicks getting ground up for eggs? That's footage in Australia, first world country.
Oh.
So imagine what's happening in like third world countries and stuff when they have to take shortcuts of more money and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Chicken.
That would be worse then.
This is really common. The pigs and the bacon and pork and stuff, they live their entire life in a sow crate.
Oh, that's...
And their babies have to feed off them in the crate seat. And then they get taken away and then grown up and they get, in 6 months they get killed.
That's so...
But see look, dog versus pig, what's the difference?
Yeah, they are all...
Yeah. See the fishing industry, how much fish are caught in one little batch, and that's why we're losing so much so quick. Yeah, like, look, that guy is vegan.
Oh.
I'm vegan.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, brother, so...
Thank you a lot. Thank you so much.
And it's just different useful websites on the back and stuff too, if you want to look at it.
Thank you so
Just go on
much.
Facebook and type in vegan, you know, and you'll... Yeah,
For
or
sure.
online.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you
Mohammed.
so
So
much.
much appreciation for your time, hey.
Thank you so much.
How long are you in Australia for?
3 years?
3 years?
Yeah.
From
3 years.
already or to go?
Already, yeah. Already
Wow.
3 years.
When is your course finish?
21?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
still 4 years.
You're gonna be a millionaire one day. You'll be able to start a vegan
hope
business.
so. I hope
Get like
so.
kind of for the planet and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, bro.
Thanks for your talking, man. Yeah, absolutely.
That was such a good chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck in your just something.
Thanks,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks again,
Thanks
man.
very much,
Yeah,
man.
Have a great day.
All right.
Thanks for caring.
Cheers, bro.